Alright guys, welcome to our Apolo run.
This time we're driving the Apolo Mark II. For those of you that didn't watch the last Pikes Peak video, where I showed that now we have the Mark II, which is an upgraded version of the Apollo, has some slight improvements, nothing major, still same horsepower, that kind of stuff is still the same. But what has changed is that now it has a Boxer 4 engine instead of a Boxer 6 in the back. What that does is that it removes a significant amount of weight that was in the back, and now it's a little more in the middle because it had way too much weight in the back, and that was really making the car impossible to drive, and now it is only hard to drive. The Apollo is still the hardest car from the competition because it slides so much. It really likes to go sideways like a crab because the engine is in the back and it's rear wheel drive, but that's what makes it fun, and I really like the Apollo. It's probably my favorite car. Also, as you can see, we have some new liveries on top of a new paint job with some red touches and all these sponsors. The Apollo really did get the attention of some big companies, for example the Game Station and the Bodeck and the Bolzano. So yeah, I think it's very fun. The Tipsy Cola, this one is one of my favorite ones. Really fun that now we can actually have some real sponsors. And Moby. For those of you that know me, you know why this one is here, why I like this one so much. But anyways, quickly going over the rules. First place gets 5 points, second place 3 points, and third place 1 point. If you manage to finish, you get 3 points, but if you crash, you lose a point. That way, if you crash 3 times, no bonus points for you. So yeah guys, I'll leave you with the actual run. This one was very hard. I went all flat out, when in doubt, flat out. But the result ended up being pretty cool. Hope you like it. Enjoy. Alright guys, time for the Apollo run. This is it. I'm very nervous. I've been testing the Apollo a little bit, and it's struggling a lot on this track, that's for sure. Mostly exactly because of this. Oh god, off to a bad start. Still doing it. So mostly because this track has the gravel, or the dirt is so uneven, and at the same time the Apollo likes to slide so much that every little slide that it does, there's a good chance that at least one wheel will go off the track, and then it just loses all traction. So yeah, I'm really struggling. This is one of the hardest parts, this straight over here, because you have all these jumps. After that gets a bit better, but then the trees, and the trees really like to hug the rear of this car. But anyways, I really want the Apollo to do good, because I really like this one. I think the Apollo is probably my favorite car. But it's just one of the slowest ones, it definitely isn't as fast. Most of all, if you consider that it is rear-wheel drive, it's not all-wheel drive, so it suffers a lot compared to those modern all-wheel drives that we have. And yeah, I think the Apollo will shine in the Pikes Peak. That's probably one of its best chances, as well as maybe on tarmac stages. But oh god, this USA stage is really punishing the Apollo. But because I wanted to have like a good time, I'm pushing, I'm really risking. Ooh, I almost hit that tree. I'm really pushing because I wanted to have a chance of winning. It deserves, but it's definitely not the fastest car. And yeah, as you guys can see, we have some new liveries, just as we did for the Hammerweiss. It got some sponsors. You can see the Bolzano livery right here on the windshield, hindering our visibility. And also, in case you guys haven't watched the Pikes Peak video I did a few days back, this car that we are driving, it's called the Apollo Mark II. So I actually did some minor improvements, to it. Most of all, I changed the engine, so now the engine is a Boxer 4, not a Boxer 6 anymore. And that is because the Boxer 6 was too heavy, and it was really putting just too much weight on the back of the car, so it was very rear end heavy. Oh no, oh no. And now it is with the Boxer 4, which is slightly lighter. And so the weight goes a little bit more to the front. It still is very back heavy, so I think 60% of the weight is in the back. But before I think it was like 67, so it was just too much. And then I also messed a little with the tires, got them a little bit better, really to give the Apollo a fighting chance in this competition. And so the car is doing better, but it still is very hard to control. Okay, we're almost at the end. Oh god. Only 2 more corners to go. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Final straight. Come on, come on. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Oh, this one was stressful. I pushed it as hard as I could, really risking it. But it paid off, 2nd place.
So yeah guys, here are the standings. The Apollo managed to get in 2nd place. That's awesome. Just behind the Hyena, which did an amazing run in the last video. Go watch it. But yeah, congrats to the Apollo. And then we only have 1 more car to go and then US is done. The next up is the Avante and it is the last one. Thank you for watching and I'll see you on the next one.